What's up, guys?
Hey, ¿qué es la que hay? Vamos a hablar español en este podcast.
Oh, only español.
Sí.
Hola, mi gentes, enemigos. That's pretty much as good as it's getting.
You just said enemies.
¿Qué?
Enemies.
Enemies.
Enemigos is enemies. Amigos means friends.
What did I say?
Enemigos.
And amigos.
So, and breath, and then amigos.
Enemigos? Enemigos is enemies? Oh, I
Yes.
learned something new today in Espanol. Check it. I've got a lot of enemigos.
No, you don't. You wish you had. So, anyway, guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to our podcast.
Damn, you hella loud. Them poor ears of these listeners. Like the spike on this
Okay, so
system.
I'm just going to be, hi, guys. Welcome to my podcast.
You know,
I'm sorry,
that's
our
actually,
podcast.
it's actually a little bit better. Yeah. So how was your day?
It wasn't a very good day, but we'll pass. We'll move through it.
My day was pretty good. I
Always have a good day. Every time we talk about it, Josh is like, I always have a wonderful Tuesday because I fucking love Tuesdays.
No, I think the fact is I'm optimistic and you're not. So I always try to look at the good in the day. I mean, I had a lot
That's
of
in the
negativity.
microphone, guys. You haven't heard him bitching afterwards. So I'm gonna be optimistic in this podcast because that's the only thing I'm gonna shut up.
No, but I genuinely I found out.
And it's the same script. Generally, in fact, actually, continue.
Matter of factly.
Like anything else you want to say because it's literally the same script.
No, like I was saying, I did the DNA spit thing where you got to fill up like this tube of spit, which I still don't understand.
I thought it was sperm, man. That would have been funny to see.
I don't think I could have filled that. That would have took a couple of whack-offs to fill that big-ass tube up.
It took us some spits.
It took some spits and with a break of water. It was so gross after looking at it, I wanted to vomit. Anyways, I found out estimated, because it's still not done sequencing, that I'm currently
loading for the
currently
results.
loading. I'm 20% Spaniard.
He the white typical male Spain.
And then 19% Eastern European.
So he is definitely
But I'm 5% African so far. And
so
7%,
far. I don't think it's gonna load more than that. It's probably gonna go down.
7% indigenous Puerto Rican. But yeah, mainly Spaniard. Oh, and then I think it was 17% Norwegian, which I already knew that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Norwegian.
it falls in that Eastern thing.
For those who don't know, look it up in the map because I don't know either.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So today we're gonna be talking about some cool stuff, right? I think maybe cool for some people. We had some polls out there. If you participated, you're a rock star. If you didn't, well, you're just you're an
lame-o.
You're my enemigo. You're an enemy now. Enemy of the state. It's my new favorite word. I am using that word tonight. Anywho, let's play the intro, shall we?
Let's go. Hola everyone and welcome to our podcast. If you're young, married, or just simply screwed, thank you for tuning in and listening to our bullshit. With your amazing hosts,
Josh
and Gabby. Welcome to the Skorude lifestyle.
Bitches. So like we were saying, we're going to talk about dating.
We're going to talk about dates.
And how we dated too. That's going to be cool. Like how we met each other type thing. I know we talked about it in episode 1, but like some of these statistics I seen kind of surprised me in terms of, because we talked about dating platforms that we use, because obviously, newsflash, if you didn't listen to episode 1, you're a lame-o and an enemigo. Okay, I'll stop using the word. So because we're talking about dating, the sponsor of this week's video,
Swipe right.
condoms. Do you got a hot date? Do you want to pull off some moves? You need a condom. STDs are real. Your pee-pee can fall off. Your coochie can fill up with disgusting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wear a condom.
Y'all don't be nasty.
Do you want a baby? No. Wear a condom. No one wants a baby that ain't with your lover, so wear a condom.
Are those
Condoms.
my socks?
They save you. These are my socks. They were in my drawer.
Oh.
By the way, if you're watching, she's talking about these fancy.
Those are my drawer. Those are mine.
Those are not yours.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
They're the snowman. You have the other one. Yours are kitty
those
cats.
are mine.
Bullshit.
No.
These were in my drawer.
No, those
They're
are
mine
mine
now.
because they have a bunch. Whatever.
They're mine. They are repossessed enemigo. Anywho. So what did the poll say? Let's start there. Let's start with what our listeners said. We asked a few questions, and my beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous wife, who is rolling her eyes at me.
He wants something.
Obviously. Oh, she playing videos and crap, ruining our sound quality as we speak.
It's totally fine. It's fine. So anyway, guys, this morning I did some polls on our Instagram at Skorude. So the first poll that I decided to post was, obviously, it is regarding dating. So the first one talks about date night in, like staying in the house, or date night out. Based on the votes right now, we're at 50-50. So a lot of people like to stay in and a lot of people like to go out.
I'm kind of in the middle on that. How are you? What would you answer that as? Because me, I'm kind of... Most of the time I like to go out because we're always in.
You're always in. I'm always out.
But
I want to stay in.
But there's times that I like staying in. Like
I don't like going out.
Like we've had some good... like that date with the calzone and stuff. That was a fun, cute date at home. But on the flip side, I like the date where we went to Texas, Brazil. Like, I don't know.
And all of this was Josh's because for me, I can stay in the house every
Gabby is
day.
the most least romantic person in the entire universe. Like, courting her was so easy because she had zero expectations. Like, you could get this girl a damn chicken nugget kids meal and she would be the happiest person in the world. So, I don't know. I like wowing and wooing. I feel like that's important. Like, you got to continue to do that.
I mean, yeah, but I don't remember ever saying I want to go out on a date.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
Out, like
if we ever,
it's just a
if you were ever in charge of plans, we would never go anywhere.
That's why I married you. Opposites attract, because I don't want to. I just. It's not because of COVID. I've always been like that. For those who know me since forever, that you know that I don't want to go out. I despise it. It's not my thing. Socially awkward when I want to be. Now I can hear you a little better. Yeah. All right. So what was the other thing? The next one I decided to ask kissing on the first date or not kissing on the first date. And then I asked the question, what would you do? And then 45% of you said kiss, and then 55% of you said no kiss. So it was almost tied. So
wait, so the majority said they don't kiss on the first date?
They don't kiss on the first date. God
damn, I'm a hoe.
We know you a hoe.
Because like
we don't need to mention those females right here.
Because I'm like,
we know you're listening. We know you're there. I'm married his ass. Okay, back off.
I only think a few dates, but I didn't kiss them. They kissed me.
Bullshit.
No, they did.
That's what they always say.
I was a.
He came upon me or she came upon me. I did not make the first move.
I was a total gentleman. They closed their eyes and leaned in, and that means kiss them, right?
I don't believe that.
That or it means they're about to sneeze.
I think they were about to sneeze and you assumed otherwise. And you were like, okay.
No, anyways, continue.
Have you kissed on the first date, Joshua?
Obviously.
So you always kiss on the first date?
I mean, I kissed you, obviously.
I'm not your only date.
Exactly. Yes, I've kissed on the first date.
Multiple times.
More than multiple.
Yeah, ho. Anyway. Okay. The third one, movie date or dinner date. And 31% of you said movies, and then 69 said
bunch of freaks out
dinner
there.
Date.
laughed
date.
about that. 69. I know you all.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the dinner date too. I didn't answer that one, but I prefer dinner.
So why you're not answering on the polls?
Well,
Then
I
your
didn't
vote
see-
is irrelevant.
I didn't see that one.
Irrelevant. We don't want you anymore.
No, but seriously, I mean, I'm with that 69%. It'd probably been 70. Movies are all right. Like, there has to be a good movie. Like, I think in my entire time dating, I probably went on a movie date, or even, and I'm even throwing in live theater in there too, because I went to a couple of those. I want to say like 4 times.
Live theaters for people.
Amazing people.
No.
The fuck ever. We're going to see Broadway.
But I feel like it's also an American thing because movies are so expensive over here. It's insane. Back in Puerto Rico, movies were not that expensive. That's
So
what people
did you do more movie dates in Puerto Rico?
I mean, when I probably was like, I don't know, like maybe 9th, 10th grade. But then I started working at the movie theater and I just went
See,
every
I feel
day,
like movie dates is like and again, I'm not dissing anyone who likes them. I don't want to make any enemigos.
No, he hates you. Enemigos.
But if you, as an adult, a movie date, unless you're having dinner after, if you're literally just strictly doing a movie date, you're not going to really learn much about anybody in that time. Like, you're just watching a movie with someone. Because unless you're an asshole and they're going to talk during the movie, you're not learning shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can learn how they behave in the line.
That's why I like, for me, the second date was a movie date type thing. It was never a first date because I wanted to see.
You don't want to hear her, bitch.
Well, I want to see how they eat. I want to see how they eat. I want to see what they look like. You know, I want to talk. Because if they're a freak and they start calling me daddy like some of them did,
we know that
I didn't do a second date.
We know.
Whatever.
We know.
Continue. I got hiccups.
People know that you want to talk.
She's salty today.
Anyway, and then our last poll is fun date versus deep conversation date.
Oh, fun date.
Fun date won 73% and then 27% deep conversation date. Even though 2 seconds ago he was like, I want to get to know the person. I want to know who they are.
Over dinner.
So deep conversation date.
Yeah, but again,
fun date would be like, hey, do you want to grab a movie? Actually, that'd be fun.
We did a fun date for our first.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about in general.
I took you to Universal and we talked there too. It just wasn't deep conversation. It was more like, I'm terrified to get on Hulk, and then I brazened itself up and I went on Hulk.
He was trying to front.
No, I did.
I mean, he was trying not to be a puss.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
I was about to shit my pants that day, and then after that, I've ridden so many roller coasters. Now I love them.
Yeah. Supposedly, right?
That's
and
why
then
you
he's
try.
like, my knee hurt, my back hurt, my...
Well, I'm old. And that was only... Hold on.
My stomach hurts.
That was,
I need to get something because
that was one ride,
me.
and that was Montu. And that was
And
the
then
only
he was
time.
shaking. He was about to have a panic attack.
Anywho, jerk. You know what we should have asked? We should have asked how many people do online dating.
But you know what, Josh?
I know. I wasn't in charge of the polls.
You don't help me.
Okay.
When it comes to the content media, you don't. I do it all.
Therapy session. So, let it all out.
So this is a new segment. We're going to call it therapy session.
I just thought of it just on the whim because you were venting. So I'm like, might as well just. I need to get that couch. Hold on, let me get into character real quick. All right, how does that make you feel?
Therapy doesn't go like that.
Would you like a truthful pretzel?
We've never been to therapy, so he's just watching movies and saying shit about it.
That's how my child therapist, my brother and sisters know.
That was 20 years ago,
Would you like a
Josh.
pretzel? It's a truthful pretzel.
More than that, actually.
Okay. Anyways, reason why I mentioned the online dating is when I was pulling up statistics.
Tell us statistics about people, how they date nowadays.
So obviously most of the statistics that are ran nowadays are online dating, and a lot of it's due to not just COVID, but just in general. They said that, and I didn't know this. Did you know that online dating started in 1959?
How is that even?
I don't know, because I thought the internet didn't come out until
probably like writing letters.
the 90s?
Like, I don't know how you look like, but you know I'm gonna trust you and shit.
So what they're
like,
considering?
Hey, I'm 6'2", light skinned, then long, beautiful hair, and then you see them and they're 5'3".
So what they were, I think mainly in 1959, based on what I'm reading right here, is it was based on the IBM 650 mainframe computer, and it was a punch card questionnaire. So it was like speed dating, but they called that online dating back then. So anyways, these are 3 statistics that people, who did this thing said that you should know. which this doesn't surprise me. The top 5 countries for online dating. Who do you think's number 1?
Cuba.
No, what?
I'm kidding.
No.
Mexico.
They're not even in the top
I'm messing
5.
around. I know it's the United States.
It's United States.
Obviously.
Right behind, not by much,
Canada.
is United Kingdoms. Then Belgium, then Netherlands, then Luxembourg or Borg or whatever. Mm-hmm. However, obviously, this is what's kind of funny. Revenue, $1.43 billion is spent in the United States on online dating. 1.28, the next biggest, is India. And they weren't even in the top 5, yet they spend more. Mm-hmm. So their services must be outrageous. And then it's China with 1 billion, 0.07, Japan 273 million, and then UK, who's the second largest, is $232 million spent on online dating.
Oh.
That
Match.com is not working.
Well, and listen to this. This is what was kind of funny too. Mm-hmm. The leading online dating services by share of paying customers. Who do you think it is? The leading one?
Match.
I thought so too. It was Tinder.
Which is people play for premium and all that stuff.
No shit. I would never for Tinder. I mean, no. The next biggest one is the one where we met. It's Bumble.
Mm-hmm. But Bumble's I didn't pay for extra stuff either.
I did.
I knew you bitch chicken about another app, but then you did it. Oh my god!
I did for Bumble.
Bro,
only crazy. Bumble.
I think females. Actually, you should do for the statistic of who's the one who's paying for that, either males or females.
I'm sure for Bumble it has to be males because
no. In that app, yeah, because it works that way.
Because you guys got unlimited
but
swipes,
for Tinder,
we don't.
That'd be hilarious if female.
I'm sure
more.
It's probably both.
I think females are gonna pay more.
I never liked Tinder.
Because they can see who swipes and stuff like that.
Tinder was gross, man. It was nasty.
Tinder's always gross.
Tinder's they should call it like something else. Like Bank Spank or something. I don't know. The next...
That's our name, okay? It's copyrighted. Back off.
Yeah, don't you dare come out with anything. That's my dating app that's coming out in 2023 called Spank Bank. No, the next...
What will be the logo?
The next one
Coins with butts and then in a piggy bank. Spank Bank.
Like the quarter roll that's shooting
like
out little...
That'd be funny.
Oh, that would be awesome. No, the next one's Match.
Copyrighted also. Okay?
Match, yeah, that's all copyrighted. If you steal this,
we're gonna sue you.
You're an enemigo, okay?
We're gonna sue you.
And we're gonna sue you. Anyways, Match is at 31%, which I think that's the biggest waste. I did do a free trial.
31%. That's barely anything.
Well, 32% was Bumble. Like I said, Tinder makes up 51%.
No. But what I'm saying, like, you're only matching, like, the people who are matching with you is only 31% of whoever you're swiping right to. Well, no. Is that how it is?
Well, yeah, because I think Match, that's the thing with Match. Match makes you have to pay because you can create a profile for free, but you can't see your fucking matches or anything unless you pay. So.
No. I'm talking about Tinder. Like the percentage that they say, that 31. That's what you said. 31%.
No, 51 for Tinder.
So 51%. So what
is their share of paying customers? 51% of their of users. 51 of Tinder users. 51% pay for the service. Oh, so okay. Bumble 32.
More than half of people.
Yeah. Oh, and Match. It makes sense now. If 31%'s only paying, no wonder no one gets a match. Because I could never.
I thought what the percentage that you were saying. I thought that they were paying for for the matching, and then they only matched for 51% of the people that swiped.
Oh no!
Right?
No.
That'll be sad because you're paying all this money and only half of the people actually. Probably how it is.
That's how it was on Match. I mean, for me, and I'm not an ugly guy because once I went to Tinder and
I'm kidding. Continue.
Fucking asshole.
He's like a 6.5, guys.
Actually, according to that one app, I'm an 8.
Well,
easy.
No,
and you were a 4 until you turned up the light. So don't even. Yeah.
We don't have any evidence of that.
Anyways, eHarmony's 28%.
Ah, shit, I forgot about eHarmony. What is even the logo of eHarmony? Was it green?
I don't know. It's with that old guy who's like, we have the leading thing in marriage.
But you know what I noticed too?
It's like Loki.
No. That on TV, they don't put those
ads anymore. They're probably going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Or they own. I think
they do it on the phone too. I think the ads on the phone.
One of them owns Tinder. one of these other old dating sites also owns Tinder. I just can't remember which one, or maybe it's vice versa.
They probably have a percentage of it. I don't think they own it.
And then OkCupid, that's that one where
OkCupid, yeah,
the weird people.
That's I know there's different apps for different types of
Yeah,
people.
like OkCupid, that's for the weird people.
No.
Yeah, that's like anime.
Different people.
Cosplay people. Yeah.
I already know some people who can be in that app.
No, I know tons of people who were on that app.
Really?
Including me. I was on every single one. I did Hinge. I did them all. Not something I'm proud of.
Oh my God. I don't know.
Girl,
I don't know
was
what
on
that
them all.
is.
Hinge? Oh, I was on everything.
But you know
anything
what?
I could swippity swipe, I was swippity swiping.
I started using it when I moved out here. Like back in Puerto Rico.
No one uses it.
I don't remember having a group of friends ever saying, "Hey, you want to use Tinder?" or like, "Hey, I'm using Tinder." Like, you know, like girls talk at work and stuff like that.
I don't think people even admit that now. Like, I never went up to someone and be like, "Hey, I'm on Tinder."
No, not saying that. Hey, I'm on Tinder. Hey, or like, "Hey, I met this guy online, like on Tinder." Like, I've never had friends who've told me like they met this guy on this app.
Now you can have Facebook dating. Facebook dating's like integrated into it. Because that happened after I met you, and I'm like, well, that would have been a lot more easier and useful because it's more verified. Because it's
it is suggested to people that may be closer to you in your friend group. But the thing is, but I don't remember back in Puerto Rico ever. Like I don't know. I remember seeing the ads and stuff like that, but I don't remember having friends talk about it like that. I don't know.
So, and then here's some apps I've never heard of, but these are the monthly downloads as of January 2021. So it's
But now
old.
they use apps that are not even meant for dating, like Snapchat. People, you can add random people on Snapchat.
Well, that's what I was
and
about
you
to say.
get to know.
Like, Tinder obviously is at top. Second one is called Badoo. Badoo?
Yep.
You've heard of that?
I haven't used it, but I have a friend who uses it.
That sounds naughty. What's Badoo? Oh, it's it's like Grindr.
I think so.
Okay.
We have to actually look it up to see what exactly.
I'm not looking that up. It might pop some shit up I don't want to see in my search history. Next one's Bumble, obviously.
Mm-hmm. But you know
this
what?
This next one I've never heard of. Happen, HPPN, Hop on. Happen? I don't know. And then Hinge, like I mentioned, OkCupid.
No, but listen, Bumble has a friendship category. Like if you're if you're female and you want to look for girlfriends,
that is stupid.
You can find friends. Maybe people that have the same. Okay, so let me see how I put it. Like if you are not very good at socializing, I feel like it's a way for you to interact with people that have similar interests because again, they match you with people who have similarities. So you can try it out. Maybe you can find not maybe a friendship, but like people to talk to, like, hey, have you watched this video? Or hey, how do you feel about this? Like just simple conversations. Like for me as a teacher, if they had a category for like teacher friends, that would be so cool because then you can compare and contrast of the teachers from other states and how like stuff like that, almost like a colleague, but not a friend. Yeah. But I feel like it's usable.
No, I mean,
and it's controlled too, especially in Bumble.
No, yeah, because exactly. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm talking as a point of view as me as a female. Maybe
no, I get it.
Friends.
Like females, because guys, I see guys on there. Like I remember, because that's how we met. So we got all three of them. Because Bumble even has business. Remember, it has like LinkedIn thing. I don't remember. Yeah, mine had. I seen Bumble Friends, Bumble because it's BFF.
You can choose, right? Because I don't remember.
You can choose, but you see all three. Like they were tabs. Because you had dating the first one, and then if you swipe in the first screen, it would go to BFF, and then after that was Bumble Business, which
I haven't even
was even weirder. This is something. Hey, for you single people, this information I'm about to give you is actually going to be pretty valid. Mm-hmm. As of 2020 and 2021. They did an average of the past 2 years with the pandemic. The leading traffic, so meaning the most use.
Yeah, coming in and out.
Badoo, number one. Second one was Plenty of Fish.
I've heard of
that. That one's fucking gross.
I haven't used it.
You want to see peepees? Plenty of Fish. Because I'm a straight man. My shit said I was straight. And I have seen so many PBs. And then you also get the other side, too. You get these freaks that are old sending you saggy. Yeah, I don't want to see that shit.
No, I don't.
Not on. And then you got Tinder. Then Match.com. Mm-hmm. You know what? Ours ain't even on here. Then OkCupid. Zoosk. Zoosk. Ashley Madison. That is not a dating site. Isn't that an escort service?
What?
Ashley Madison.
No idea.
I thought that was the thing that Josh
Google
Duggar
it. I
was
have
on.
no idea.
I think
know.
that's the.
I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
I think Ashley Madison is that escort service type thing. Our time, meet me in Sade. Shaid. That's a good name. Sade.
Our name, I think, is so Spank Bank at Sales. Definitely.
Well, Spank Bank's going to be like Ashley Madison. It's basically. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
It's going to be like that new Tinder. And then just quickly, I'm going to run through some of these. I'm not going through all of them, but like, for instance, Match.com, just because it's a big one, just so you know, they only take up, and this is based on looking at the census, only about 7% of the population is on there. And if you're in between 18 and 29, there's only 4% of you. It's mainly their biggest users are 30 to 44, which is 11%. Everything else is under 6% for the other age groups. And then I'm trying to look up Tinder because I know that's what everyone honestly wants to know. So Tinder, this is surprising. What I thought, would you think that, because I thought it would be younger kids. It's not. 15% is 18 through 24. 29% is 30 to 44.
I'm not surprised, actually.
That shocks
Because the younger population has other social media outlets to get to know people anyway. So they don't need an app.
True.
They got Snapchat, social,
And according
Instagram,
to
everything.
this, this is these are, hey men, write this down. These are pointers. The post grads are more likely. That's the census that they got out of the whole data to use dating apps.
Makes sense. That was me. That was one. I'm part of the percentage.
10% of post grads used it. 8% would not swipe right unless the other person held a bachelor's degree. And only 5% swiped right.
Randomly.
To those that didn't, that it wasn't a big thing. So further education is important.
Those things.
I'll be honest with you. When you know what, that's a question I have for you because that's pretty much out of the statistic. Everything else is kind of stupid. So a question for you, because I know we personally didn't do many questions. Like our courting was weird. We did questions throughout our dates, but like on your first date, like with other people. What questions were like questions you had to ask, like your quote unquote important hit list to ask your prospective datee?
I didn't have any hit lists. We usually talked about if they went to college, what were they studying, where were they doing it, what are their future like goals, where they live at, where they see each like themselves in a few years.
So what was most important for you though? Like, what was something that was like a red flag?
You know what?
Hell no.
If they had a decent job.
Really?
I really didn't care if they had education or not. Because I didn't want to take care of nobody.
I want to say
So,
that was
decent
mainly
job.
a lot of people. Because my question, honestly, was similar to yours. That's probably why we meshed so well, was what their future aspirations. Like, that was my biggest thing.
I mean, that's a formal question.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have been like, "Hey, so what you doing?" Like, very
no, I
simple.
didn't say it like that. I would always put it like, you know, what goals do you got? Like, where do you see yourself? Like, what are you wanting to accomplish? Like, what's your bucket list? Is kind of how I would present it. It wasn't like an interview type. It was more like, you know, what's on your bucket list? Like for me, I would love to go travel the world. Like, what are your things? Like, what are you doing? You know, because we would talk about jobs and. Sadly, for me, there was never a date ever that had a job better than mine. It was always, which was fine because the people I was dating, I was at that weird age where there wasn't people that had, you know, they either went to college. Yeah, they didn't do my path, basically. They either went to college and they're just getting out and they're trying to join the workforce now. Or if they didn't go to college, they didn't hustle. They are still working at Sam's Club and are okay with it, or they're working at Target, which again, not knocking anyone who does that. I don't want to knock that. We all have our parts here. I'm just, for me,
that wasn't part of your
I wanted someone who was going to push me. So if they were okay with a mediocre job, I knew that that wasn't going to give me the motivation to aspire to greatness, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that was my biggest thing, is that, I mean, but I did notice, based on what you're saying, I'm pretty sure that must be, ladies, if we're wrong, let us know. But I think that's main, because that was a lot of the questions the girls asked me. What did I do for a living? Like, that was the first question.
Yeah, not that we're being gold diggers or anything like that, but I feel like if you're an educated young woman, it's important to be with somebody that's willing to not help, but like be beside you. Not, you don't need to take care of that person.
No, absolutely.
Like, you're not there to take care of nobody. Like, if
And that was
they're there to compliment you.
No, yeah, and that was kind of my thing with asking the questions I did, is I didn't want to take care of anyone either. Because like I mentioned earlier, it wasn't joking. There was people that would call you, mainly the younger of my age range when I was looking, would call you daddy, and you could tell that they expected, like, that was what made me attracted to my wife, was the first time we actually went out to eat. And again, we fought over it, but she didn't expect me to pay the bill. Like, I liked that. That was the first time I inquired that, because everyone else is like the piling up this shit on the bill, which I didn't care because I knew I was going to pay it. But at the same time, never did they offer. But the fact that you were like, "No, I can pay," and I'm like, no, I took you out type thing.
I don't remember where we went.
I don't either. I don't think it was somewhere fancy. We never went. We never went anywhere fancy.
You want McDonald's? Babe,
I think it was like Denny's or something after the theme park. Because again, our first date was just us meeting at the house. But I mean, like, our first meeting, I wouldn't even call that a date. Our first actual date was Universal. So I think it's I don't know.
Yeah. But so, we usually end the podcast with like funny questions.
Yes, funny questions.
Funny questions. So I found some funny questions that usually people ask, or some questions that you can ask when you go on a first date.
Oh God. Okay, that's so.
And number one, this is hilarious. So, you married?
What?
Like, if you go on the date, you know how some people fake shit? The first one, literally. So, you married?
I am.
She walks out of the room. Question number 2. Yeah. I like this one. Number 2. Want to guess what my passive-aggressive coworker emailed me today? I would totally use that one. Probably the person's going to be like, yeah, let me know. And then you start talking about your job and then what they emailed you.
I mean, it's a good icebreaker, I guess. That's kind of weird.
Really?
I don't like that one.
I would use that one.
The first one I thought was cute because even if they aren't, it's something that's going to get a laugh out of somebody.
This one too. Would you rather be TikTok famous or win a Grammy? He's thinking about it, guys. Like, legit, like, TikTok famous, Grammy.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. In this day and age, I think
TikTok famous.
I think
TikTok more places. Everyone is saying the Grammys are rigged. And shit.
No shit. Like, the Grammys are trash now. So I don't think. I think. Yeah, I would do TikTok famous because then I probably could win a damn Grammy.
Ew.
Yeah.
Or nominations, some shit, right?
Yeah. Or at least be at the fucking Grammys.
Yeah, like, I got invited. Period.
I'm famous.
If someone saw your Spotify or Netflix accounts, who would you think who would they think you are?
If what?
If someone only saw your Spotify or Netflix accounts, who would you think? Who would they think you are?
I'll go by Spotify because Netflix, they're gonna definitely know I'm a dad off the bat because it's such a mixed. Like,
we got some anime, we got some sci-fi.
Yeah, and then you've got your shit, criminal shit. They're gonna think either I'm a serial killer and I like children. I mean, it looks like a Predator's account. But music-wise, I think they would see. I don't even know. They would probably see someone who's indecisive.
He vibes in the 90s.
I vibe with everything. Like, I was just listening to some oldie rock, some AC/DCs from the late 70s, early 80s type shit. I was vibing today.
Me, I'm like completely like opposite, especially on because I don't have my own Netflix account. We share one. So on my Spotify, I'm literally criminal events of murder, all of that.
Oh, well, if we're talking podcasts, it's comedy.
No, I'm talking about my Netflix, my Spotify.
Yeah.
That's literally my Spotify.
Yeah, mine's for podcasts. It's always comedies.
No, that's
Or
what
How
I'm
to
going
Shag.
for. It's literally crime, and then we have Christian worship. There's no... Oh, and then reggaeton. Like, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
No,
like,
mine's.
Are you
mine's
this
not
or are
like
you that?
Mine's definitely. You could tell I'm or not a movie, but a music buff. Like I've got on my top playlist. Like when you open the account, you see all that stuff. My top hits right now is The Rock's Iron Paradise for my workout. Then it's R&B. And then it's love making music because I like that R&B too. Then it's like I said, old rock. And then, yes, it's 90s hip hop and early 2010 hit list.
Yeah, so you're an older.
Yeah, I'm stuck. Well, this new music's fucking garbage. I don't care what you say. These new rappers, they're stupid.
They repeat the same stuff.
Yeah, are they all sound the same?
Or they get famous on TikTok.
Or they're TikTok famous one-hit wonders, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one that I'm going to ask. What was the worst middle school fashion trend you participated in? We got some pictures of that.
My worst one was not the blonde hair.
We should post it on WeSkorude so they can see.
That was my ninth
bleached.
grade. Yeah, but that's
That's kind of middle school.
That was ninth grade.
That's kind of middle school.
No, my worst
The
middle
braces.
school. The worst middle school was whenever my 8th grade year. That's when the hair got long. Mm-hmm. And it was dark brown because that's my hair. Well, back then, now it's more black, but it's dark brown. And I did the eyeliner, the bracelets, the band shirts.
Is there pictures with that?
There is skinny jeans with Vans. I was a skater punk kid that didn't ride a skateboard.
Oh my god.
Like Bam.
I would've hated
like if you watch the
Especially
Bam
now.
show, that's what I look like. I look like Bam and his group of posses.
Mm-hmm.
For those that watched MTV, the Bam show. That's what I look like.
Yeah, I know who Bam looks like, and then that's straight.
Or Good Charlotte.
That flat irons,
Yeah.
like straight hair like that.
And Good Charlotte. That was the T-shirts I wore. I was wearing my Good
God.
Charlotte, my Fall Out Boy before Fall Out Boy became pop. You know, I was a big punk rock, Sum 41, Bowling for Soup kind of kid.
Jesus.
What'd you wear? Since we're talking bad about me, like
I'm
I'm
not
old.
talking bad about nobody. We wear uniforms for school.
No.
And then out of school, I looked like a toddler. Like, I wore whatever my mom told me. It was like that.
That's because she's a goody two-shoe.
It was like that.
Gabby's a goody two-shoe.
I was trying to, get to know my hair. I was trying to, like, be girly-ish. It was just a mess. Horrible.
You did look like a little
cute.
kid. If you look at her, we're going to have to post some photos. What you'll notice, I actually aged. You look at my childhood and you'll be like, wow, he grew. He changed.
I look the exact same. It's crazy.
Gabby looks exactly the same. From, I would say, 4 years old to all the way through high. Same stupid smile.
Same face. Everything is the same.
Same picture smiles. Same hair. Same way of styling hair.
You got a problem with that?
No,
You better not.
it's okay.
It's okay.
No hate. Only
Period.
love.
So, anyway, guys.
So next week, what are we going to go over next week? What are
So
we
we started
prepping
with
for? Well, not
dating.
next week because we're doing that is a change. We are going to bi-weekly scheduling. That way we can look up more stuff and have time for you all to answer polls and stuff. But what is the next episode?
From dating to relationship.
Ooh.
We can see those statistics, how many people actually get into a relationship.
And how long they last.
Yes.
Ooh. So be on the lookout for polls. They will start literally after Wednesday. So on Thursday, we will start the new round of polls. So don't want to miss it. Also, I know I've been telling you we're going to be doing TikTok. I promise you, we are. TikTok
We're on the process.
We are going to be doing it.
We have busy schedules.
It's been insane.
Yeah. I just want to be rich so I can be the content creator and then just do all this stuff. Right.
And we would love to be able to do that, but we got to get you guys to spread the word.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, spread the word. Listen, we
share our page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, please.
And tell us what you want to hear because we love being cracked up funny and being stupid and silly. So let us know. But yes, relationship advice from the two of us, which means it's probably not very
It's going to be
advice.
screwed.
Well, have a good one, everyone, and see you
Thank you
next
for
time.
listening, guys.
Bye.
Bye.